Someone in that profession here in Berlin, what is the range of someone can earn here?
Salary.
And it actually depends on your negotiation skills. You could up it to
So if you could give it like a total number, how much someone would need a month, what would you say?
Evelyn, Bayermann, and Eric are expats living in Berlin, and I asked them how it is to work in Germany, how much one can expect to earn, and how much it costs to live in Berlin.
Can you quickly describe your work experience here in Germany?
um
What did you do first?
okay, so I've worked in two roles so far. um Firstly as a data scientist, and right now I work as a student worker. I help with a research institute. I help to upload some stuff on some app in a research institute, to upload some models, and it's still basically data science and
Yeah.
machine learning models, really. But yeah, there's support so far for my colleagues.
Okay.
Yeah, for instance, last week I could not go to the institute because we were all sick, and I just sent an email to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I won't be able to come today. I'll be working from home." But basically, there's been help so far and support so far.
There's understanding and
Yeah,
stuff like this.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
Yeah. For someone who works in data science, do you
Hmm.
have any ideas about what are possible salaries for somebody who works full time? You know
Yeah,
what somebody can expect range wise?
yes. For entry level, maybe would say 45 to 55K.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, annual,
Before taxes,
brutto. Yes,
yeah, brutto.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it actually depends on your negotiation skills. You could
Mm-hmm.
up it to 55, 60.
Okay.
you know.
Okay, entry level, and of course, if you have work experience,
Yes,
it can go
get
higher.
more, definitely.
Do you know like what could be for someone who has like experience, like 5, 6 years in that job?
Ah,
Do you
like
know?
I said, it depends on your negotiation skills.
Yeah, yeah.
That could be, it could go between 70 to 80 to 90K to 100K, depends on
Okay.
your negotiation skills.
Can you first describe your profession?
I work as a software engineer, and I have like 5 years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I work in a startup as a backend software engineer.
As a backend software.
Yeah.
Okay. And how would you describe the work life here in Berlin in terms of atmosphere, in terms of work life balance, in terms of relationship with
Mhm.
colleagues and your bosses?
Yeah, work is still work. It's still 40 hours a week, right? But what I like about Germany that they don't expect you to go beyond that. So it's always uh, work 8 hours a day, and that's it. That's what I like. And culture in company, it's a startup, so it might seem fast pacing, but it's still, I find it laid back more, and they don't expect us to give like 100% effort because it's easy to get burnt out. Yeah, and the culture in my company is, I really enjoy it because there are people like me coming from other countries, and that's what we have in common.
They have international work atmosphere.
Yes.
Yeah. How would you say how much can somebody as a back-end engineer, software engineer, expect to earn in Berlin? Can you give a range?
I think it could be from 65,000 to 85,000 a year
Mm-hmm.
for middle and senior engineers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if person is just starting to their career, it might be from 50 to 60.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Okay. And of course, these are brutto, like before
Of
taxes.
course, it's brutal, and it makes difference. Like as a single person, I pay more taxes.
Yeah.
I have colleagues who, like, I know people who have kids and wives, so for them, they pay a noticeable amount of less taxes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's tax benefits for people who have, yeah, who are married and have kids.
I
Experience
worked
that.
in American company a lot. My previous job at Oracle, so it's also a very big American database company. But my colleagues, they are all German. Um, one of the very few foreigners there.
Mhm.
At Oracle,
thing
I
is-
was a technical support for software.
Someone in that profession here in Berlin, what is the range of someone can earn here?
Salary?
Yeah, salary.
Oh, I don't know the salary range. I think 5,000 euro or above.
Yeah.
I would say. I don't know.
Yeah.
In Düsseldorf would be above. Here would be more.
Yeah.
From my experience. So.
But that's brutto, right? So before taxes.
In Düsseldorf, the brutto is about 7,000.
7,000.
something.
Okay.
6,800.
Yeah, yeah. And in Berlin, minimum 5,000 brutto.
Yeah, because Berlin is lower
It's
range.
lower salary. Yeah, yeah. And another topic when we're on the topic of finances, how would you say is the cost of living here in Berlin? How would you say someone would need in order to live a very simple life here, maybe in terms of rent and all?
How would you define simple?
How I would define simple, so basically I'm not counting in like any luxury goods, buying a lot of stuff, like not going out too much, maybe going to eat.
For a single person,
Yeah,
right?
for a single person, just more of these basic expenses, food, um, rent, maybe eat outside once in a while. Yeah, nothing fancy.
Okay, for a single person, you would be looking at rent is now expensive in Berlin. So anything from 700 to 1,000 for a single room apartment. And then for groceries is now really expensive due to the war happening, and since then everything has skyrocketed.
Yeah.
So you could budget between 700 to 800 depending on how much you eat, but I would say the least would be 700 a month. That is if you cook at home like me, yeah, which is cheaper than eating out. So yeah, and then there are a lot of different bills that you have to pay: electricity, TV, phone bills, and maybe subscription here and there, maybe Netflix, and if you watch football. So yeah, that could ramp up to 200 to 50 euros. So that's like 1,600 euros for expenses.
Okay, minimum that's
Minimum.
what somebody would
Yeah.
need to have netto in order to. How would you say someone needs as a single person in order to survive comfortably here in Berlin? Can you maybe break it down in terms of like rent, cost of living, and all of that?
Mhm. The biggest thing to consider is, of course, housing. And some people pay half of their salary, netto salary, for the housing. And so it's the first thing to solve, because there are people still living in short-term apartments, furnished apartments, and they are quite costly, around 1,000, 1,500. And they are small studios, right? But if you put more effort into it, into finding a long-term apartment, it could be even from 700 to 1,000 one-room apartments. The good thing about also in Germany that um, healthcare is public, so if I go to doctor, I don't have to pay for it, so it's already covered by the taxes, by the and about food, groceries, it could also range, like even it could even get up to 700 if like if I go out every day, go out to eat, it can add up to this amount. But yeah, as a single person, and also having a full-time job, I struggled with it. But now I have a kitchen, so I cook 2 times or 3 times a week, and I also eat out. So I could say it could get around 500, sometimes less.
So if you could give it like a total number, how much someone would need a month, what would you say?
Um, I would say a comfortable amount is 2,000.
2,000.
Yeah.
How much would you say somebody needs in order to survive comfortably here
In Berlin.
in Berlin? How much you need a month? Does somebody needs a month in terms of rent, in terms of food, maybe some activities, with a low estimation? Would you
I
say?
think it really depends on how you live. Rental in the city center is cost you at least 1,300 or 1,500. So the rent has already taken a big part of your salary away. But if you live with gear, share a room, much cheaper. From what I heard is from range from 500 euro until 800. Then will save you a lot. But living with gear doesn't mean a low quality of life.
Yeah.
It just it can be a lot of fun also. So even you earn 2,000 netto, you can still live a good life in Berlin, I feel, because if you cook every day, it's not that bad. Yeah.
Okay. So you say a minimum, how we say minimum you need?
I think minimum 2,000 you need.
Minimum 2,000 you would
Netto,
need
yeah.
to have a decent lifestyle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Decent.
Decent, yeah. Of course it can go up always.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. And let me know about your work experiences in Berlin or Germany in the comments section. Soon you will also hear what people from other fields say about working and living in Berlin. If you want to see more content about life in Berlin, Amsterdam, Prague and many other European cities, then please subscribe to this channel. And I hope to see you in the next video.